Testing. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another Old Games on a Weekday. Woo! And thank you to Ezra Lip for that musical composition we just heard. It's called The Road to Mordor, and I've kind of been using it as my default intro stream for Nethack for whatever reason. I used to play a copyrighted song, so I stopped doing that. I would play Monty Python intermission. Anyway, welcome. Eric and Ryan and whoever the three other viewers are, welcome. I'm going to continue my no wiki run in Nethack 5.0. Nethack 5.0 came out just last May, so it's like a month and a half old now, I guess. Yeah, I beat NetHack with my previous character this past, what was it, March or April, kind of recently, and I was gonna shelve this game. My plan was to shelve this game for a while, and then I put up a vote, I put up a poll about what I should play next, and NetHack 5.0 won the poll. So here I am playing it again. I alternate it with other stuff, so I don't play it every single week, but this is my I think third installment of this character's run, maybe fourth. And I have to remember what the heck I was doing. I haven't been taking copious notes. I looked up my Google Docs. I got to write some better notes, like at least a to-do list. This is all I have. I have my last prayer timeout, which means I can pray safely about now, probably. And I have the intrinsics of poison resistance and sleep resistance. I had a note about chasing a nymph around, but that was from the end of the previous stream, so I don't really quite remember what I was doing. However, I did find I can, in my YouTube studio, which is the sort of the creator page I have, where I can look up information and stats about all my videos, I can actually ask the AI tool that they provide now to summarize a particular video or stream. And so I gave it the video idea of my last stream, and it tells me what happened. That's good because I have a bad memory. I obtained Excalibur. I forgot that I only got it last time. For a while I was having trouble getting it. I kept dipping my longsword into fountains, and it wasn't giving me what I wanted. In fact, my last before the longsword was transformed into Excalibur, it was horribly rusty. I had two very dangerous encounters with energy vortexes. Yes, that rings a bell. I almost died, and it destroyed several of my wands, including fire and teleportation, due to electrical damage. Energy vortexes are no joke in this version. I don't remember them being a joke. I don't remember them being difficult in the last one. I managed to slay a vampire lord. Cool. I blinded him with a camera, I think. I flashed an expensive camera at it, which is the tourist starts with one of those things, but I'm not a tourist. I just happened to find one. Armor upgrades. Yeah, +3 Elven Mithril Coat. Is that right? That doesn't sound right. Maybe it is. Sometimes this thing, AI gets things wrong a lot, but most of this sounds right. I just don't remember getting a +3 Mithril Coat. We can check real quick. If you look here, actually, look, here's a nice bonus. I get a little extra bonus to my luck because there's a full moon in the real world. The game of NetHack will actually, there's like an algorithm that you can find on the internet if you're a real geek about how to tell it what the phase of the moon is. And so it just knows it's a full moon, so my guy gets +1 luck while the moon is full. You get a negative luck penalty. You get a penalty to your luck if it's a new moon. Anyway, let me just check real quick if I do have +3 Elven Mithril. I do. Wow, it's right. AI did not lie. It did not lie. I didn't even remember getting that, honestly. But there it is, a +3 Elven. That's right. I remember looting some corpses, and did I enchant it? I think I just found it like +3. And I think I was making fun of the way they said, not really making fun of, but trying to imitate the way they pronounce Mithril in the Middle-earth movies, the Lord of the Rings movies. Mithril. And somebody in the chat actually mentioned that is sort of based on the Finnish language, which is interesting. I did not know that. I'm probably not doing it justice at all, but anyway, we keep going. Intrinsic gains. Yeah, I got poison resistance and sleep resistance by eating snake and elf corpses. I guess that is right. And I got teleport control by eating a tengu. I can add that to my notes. Where the heck are my notes? Bear with me a second. Yeah, so teleport. That's good to remember. I would have totally forgotten that. Teleport. So anytime I teleport, I can choose where I go. That's what teleport control is about. Strength management. You struggled with a strength penalty, dropping from 16 to 12 after eating a poisonous corpse. However, you restored it back to 16 through prayer, and later pushed it to 18 by eating a stone giant corpse. Yeah, there would be 2 levels there, so it's missing one thing. Like, I would have to go 16 to 17 to 18, so a stone giant corpse would only account for one of those. That's okay, though. This is actually not a bad summary. You leveled up to experience level 9. Is that correct? No, it looks like I'm at 10, you can see here. So it missed 1 level. But really, it can't really analyze the game. It can just, it knows, it has a transcript of everything I say, and it's sort of mining that for information. So that is, that's how it knows what happened, I'm pretty sure. If I was totally silent on the stream, I don't think it would know any of this. I finished mines, and that's right, I got a luck stone. And I think I wasn't really sure if it was a luck stone at first, but I now that I'm coming to it fresh, I feel like I absolutely had a luck stone. I called them Flintstone. No, I should rename those luck stones. I think I literally have 2 luck stones, which is cool. Because I narrowed it down, right? I narrowed down all the stones, and it had to be a luck stone. But the problem is, I'm playing this no wiki style, so I cannot just go, oh, let me look up in the wiki just to make, to clear up any of my doubts. And this is adding significant challenge to the game, really. So I'm going to go with that's a luck stone. All right, what else we got here in the recap? Yeah, skill leveling. I guess we already did it. I became expert in longsword and skilled at lance. Yeah, my strategy is basically when I'm on foot, I use Excalibur. When I'm mounted on my horse, who is named Gizmo, I use lance because, when you use a lance while mounted, you get all these fun abilities. Like you can attack from a couple spaces away, and you can shoot, there was something cool that somebody told me in the chat. Like you could what the heck was it? I feel like there was a different thing too, like you could push them back or something. Maybe that's just a function of hitting them. Well, maybe it'll come to me. Somebody suggested just hit assigning the... Oh, it's you can apply the lance. Is that what it was? I don't know. But anyway, somebody suggested assigning the lance to the letter A, so I just hit AA, apply A very quickly. And that's the faster way to use the lance instead of fumbling for the right letter. Anyway, the Matrix glitch. What is that? The stream ended with a strange bug where, oh yeah, that's right, where Bongu appeared to fall through multiple floors. I don't know if it was multiple floors, but there were dozens of messages about I think it was my horse Gizmo picking up and dropping something. But that's not here anymore. You can't see that. It doesn't show the previous game messages, I don't think. I'm not really sure what happened there. And yeah, so I have my warhorse Gizmo, who's definitely invaluable. My dog Stripe is less invaluable, but I'm keeping him around anyway. Gizmo saved you multiple times by killing enemies while you were frozen by floating eyes, though both pets had their own close calls with polymorph traps and pits. Overall, it was a productive run that saw Bongu the Knight grow much stronger despite the chaotic finale. All right. And the chaotic finale was just that strange message about the horse picking up and dropping an object like 100 times. All right. So, yeah, I think we did just fall through a trapdoor. Can I look at previous messages? No, it doesn't really show me anything from last time. Anyway, I think I want to go back upstairs. The stairs are right here. Did I really fall through? I'm only on level 5. That's because I really went to the bottom of the gnomish mines and yeah, I went back up. So I'm only on level 6 of the main dungeon. I don't think I fell through a trapdoor. Let me try going up anyway. Let's see what's there. Yeah, I mean it's pretty much looks explored. Violet fungus corpse. So Ryan in the chat says, I still find the eating dead enemies so weird. You're still getting used to that. It's certainly a Nethackism. Yeah, I'm always struggling lately to not be burdened. However, if I ride my horse, I won't be burdened. I should probably just do that. You know what I think it was? I think it had something to do with... I might have fallen down the stairs while riding. Maybe that's why I'm not mounted. Anyway, I'll just ride again. I'm still burdened. Yeah, I'm still burdened. That's right. I got stealthiness, which is called I guess it's just called stealth because of my elven cloak. It's burnt, but I only have that while not riding the horse because I guess the horse is a little bit noisy. And Stu is here. Hey Stu, how's it going? Stu says, "Can I borrow your bongs or bongo?" Yeah, the name bongo comes from, me and my daughter like to have silly games and make up characters and monsters and stuff. And we play a lot of like she calls it Gizmo and pals. We play like Mogwai and Gremlin games, just moving toys around and whatnot. And somehow we made up an evil monster called Bongu. And it's actually a mouse, a stuffed animal mouse with a very large one like this size with a Santa Claus hat on. That's Bongo. I just grabbed that name from our playing around. And Stu says I streamed a game a few days ago called Orb Quest that you would have like. Oh, let me check that out. What is Orb Quest? Is that like a roguelike or something? Right. So why am I so burdened? I've been dumping a lot of stuff. That's why I have all these notes on the map, like gems and stuff. I had a lot of gems. I think I dumped a lot of gems here. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, many gems. It's a roguelike, but apparently with a fixed map is Orb. Oh, what is the Orb Quest for? What platform? Never heard of it, actually. Excuse me. I do have 2 unknown, excuse me, scrolls that may be worth figuring out what they do. Pardon me. And Stu says it was released in 1981 for CPM on Apple II and was a remake of a Play-Doh game called D&D from 1975. Oh, I'm very familiar with D&D, actually. I wouldn't say very familiar. I've played it, though, and I've read about it and stuff, too. When I used to play a DOS version, didn't know it was, like, historically important. But when I read that, what was that book that came out a few years ago, like, about text games? They really talked about D&D in there. Yeah, that was a cool little game. Right, so here are my scrolls, and I only have a few of them identified. Punishment, teleportation, identify, create monster, confuse monster. All right, so that makes me wonder, should I bother to just read them blindly? So the dangerous ones that I know of, there might be new ones that I'm not thinking about. Because, I don't, 5.0 is new to me, and I'm not looking up anything in the wiki. I know there's fire, which is bad. Of course, destroy armor is bad. Punishment's bad, but I already have that identified. It might be worth just trying. There's a trick you can do called price identification, where you just try to sell a scroll. You don't have to actually sell. You ask for the price at a shop, and if it's within a certain range, it means it can be one of these few scrolls. And it's nice to look that up in the wiki to get it right. But I do know it's like. I do have like a ballpark idea for some of them. Like the Scroll of Light is very cheap, for example, and Identify is very cheap. A Raven. It would be good if I could get unburdened, and actually maybe using scrolls would help in that regard a little bit. I have an uncursed triangular amulet I could try on. I know it's uncursed, so it can't kill me. So if it seems to be something crappy, I could just dump it. There's a lot of options. Okay, yeah, the Ravens blind you. I guess they I never knew what that was about. Did they like scratch up your eyes? If so, I think that would be pretty bad. So Stu says his mom would like a scroll of punishment, by the way. Okay. Stu's always got the the colorful comments. By the way, Stu, are you planning on going to the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo this year? It's like a month away already. Like a month and a couple of weeks, I guess. I feel like I was just at the old one where I met or I went all gaga meeting David Crane et al. Potion of hallucination. You're moderating a panel, Stu? About what? About how to be a jerk on people's streams? Just kidding. Totally messing with you. Magic trap right here. Okay. No, you do have a lot of knowledge for sure. I'm sure you could talk about some retro games for a long time. And Stu says story and design of point and click adventure games. Oh, that could be fun. I'll see you there. I'll try to see you there if you're on the schedule, like at a certain time. I guess you'd have to be, right? It'll be Sunday. All right, cool. That might be doable. I might try to go like 2 days. Last time I had such a good time. I went, which day did I go? Saturday or Sunday? I think it was a Saturday. I went with my buddy and his 4 kids. Sorry, I forgot how many kids he has. Rob Bob wasn't able to go. I don't remember why. And you know, they like playing all these old games, even if they look very primitive. Uh, One of my friend's sons was absolutely fascinated by asteroids, like just the vector graphics. He was like, "Whoa, look how like bright and crisp it is!" And I was like, "Yeah." And Eric said, "I wish I lived closer." It sounds like a fun. All right, I love to chat with you guys, and I will continue to do so. But I gotta get my head in the game and figure out what the heck I'm doing here a little bit. I'm just kind of bopping around here a little bit. Should I just try the scroll? You guys vote for me. Should I try random scrolls or not? I can't make decisions. I'm the president. Should Mark try random scrolls? All right. Here you go. As soon as this poll actually goes through. Yeah, it's a really fun time. They have like high score competitions and stuff, but last time there were like no games I've actually played. It's like, I don't know. I can't even remember any of the games. They're like well-known games, but there's stuff that I'm like, well, I played it once and wasn't into it. Like GoldenEye. I know a lot of people love GoldenEye, but I just wasn't into GoldenEye. Okay, what the heck am I doing? It's a soldier flinging shit at me. I mean, hopefully he's not flinging feces, but you know what I mean. Oh, I can't apply my lance at him because he's not, okay. See, you get this. This is a lovely user interface tweak that Nethack 5.0 has. It shows you the areas where you can select to apply your lance. But I'm just gonna stab him because he's next to me. Don't stab him the old-fashioned way. If that even makes a difference, I don't know. Now I can do it. Look at that. Too close. Hold on. Why did I say too? Oh, yeah. So the thing is, you have to get like a higher skill level to be able to hit all the different squares. So for now, he's out of my range, sort of, because he's too diagonal away. But if I get the next level up, I think I can get there. So now I should be able to get him. Look at that. You kill a soldier. Cool. All right, so we have some poll results. What do we got so far? 1 vote for yes. Okay. And that's it. 0 votes for no. That's how my polls usually go. Yeah, these comestibles, C rations, K rations, especially K rations, are good. They're more sort of more efficient. That's right, I forgot. This is a new thing. You can learn more about your items by comparing them. So how the game would work before is say you had, an uncursed dagger, and you pick up a dagger of unknown, blessed, cursed, uncursed status. It would always put the unknown one in a separate slot because it doesn't know if it can combine the two into one slot that says 2 uncursed daggers, right? Because you don't know what it is. But in this version, it lets you say if you already have some of the thing and it's identified, you compare, and then you can put them into the one slot if it happens to be the same thing. So I picked up 2. I picked up a K ration and compared it to the ones I already have and learned that it's uncursed. That's what happened. Anyway, I might start dropping food rations because they're heavy. I'll drop 2 of them. I got a pretty good food stash. Still burdened, unfortunately. I mean, it's something like, what am I supposed to do here? I guess I need dragon scale mail because that's always great to have. It's not too heavy. So we got 2 votes to try random scrolls and none to do otherwise. Brian says I always vote for the most chaotic one. All right, let's try random scrolls. Let me clear out the level first because one good thing to do is, it's ideal to have no surprise enemies around. Somebody's behind this boulder, by the way. So, basically I'm going to be taking off all my armor and putting on a junky one, just with the expectation that it could be destroy armor. And I don't want to be naked around a bunch of soldiers. There's a lot of soldiers on this level. What's going on here? Let me back up a bit. Yeah, it's not good being burned. I'm still burdened. That's why speed is everything in this game. Speed is important. So if I can't, back away and lands from 2 spaces away because they keep pace with me because I'm slow. That's not fantastic. All right. Here's a soldier. Now they usually come in swarms, so that is a little bit scary. Gizmo actually kicked it though. That's good. Thank you, Gizmo. I cannot hit diagonally once again. Bam! I lanced it, but I missed. Okay. That's my hit points. Yeah, I have to get used to this whole getting beaten up thing. This game actually 5.0 slows down your heal rate, your natural heal rate. It's I'm trying to remember if I know I read about the math before. And again, I'm going no wiki, so I can't look at them now, but I did hear about it when I read about the changes in 5.0. Basically it is it used to be like a function of your, well, here's what I remember. It's something like every turn you have X% of healing 1 hit point, and it's something like you add up your constitution and your level or something like that. So if I have that right, then I have something like a 27% chance per turn of healing 1. Whereas before it was like you heal, I don't know, it was like every 3rd turn you heal up your level and level plus con, or that's not it, but it was something much greater. Let's just leave it at that you, because I can't look up the math, you heal a lot slower naturally. But they throw a lot more healing potions now at you, especially early on. You wobble in the saddle. All right, the door was booby trapped. Kaboom. It's a dog to my left. This is the Oracle level, by the way. You can go to the Oracle and ask them a question. If you weren't playing with, spoilers, you can just pay for a lot of tips at the Oracle. I'm gonna kill this dog, I guess. And Ryan says, I know how Gizmo feels. Most of my summer is spent fighting ants. Do you really have an ant problem in your area? Orcish dagger hits Stripe. Get out of the way, Stripe. I'm fighting. A shiny ring. One of the things that has been great about being mounted is you cannot eat a corpse that's on the floor. You have to dismount. Oh, how do I do this? Hold on. Oh, is it ride? Yeah, mount is different from ride. That's... Wait. Don't I usually type mount? I don't know. Let's just eat this corpse. Black rotten food. I will take the shiny ring. I am messed up. I gotta get my head in the... I'm trying to ride my dog. You aren't stealthy anymore. Ryan says he tried everything, but can't get rid of them. When I first moved into this house, I had quite an ant problem. But yeah, I just used some, like, one of those, a bunch of those what do you call them? The poison food. That food with poison is yuck, and that did the trick. Did I eat the bones too? No, I think I discarded those too. Maybe I'm gonna like vomit them up like a snake later on. Right. So there's some fountains there I could use if I wanted to. Now with Excalibur wielded, I have automatic searching, so I can just temporarily switch to Excalibur while I search. It also provides drain resistance. Maybe something else. I think it gives you automatic searching, and your regular searching works a little bit better. You have a greater chance of succeeding with it. But yeah, I eat a lot. You can eat a lot. You're a Nethack character. Just like that delicious goblin that I just consumed. Yeah, so where the heck are these? There should be more doors, I would think. I got all this bonus searching, but I'm not finding anything. Oh, here comes a nymph. Great. Oh, man. The nymph stole the saddle from under me as I was riding My horse Gizmo. The mountain nymph smiles at Gizmo seductively. This is when my wife is going to join the stream now. She always joins when something like, I hesitate to use the word sexy, but anything related to seduction or anything in this game, she's always watching. Like, what are you doing with that succubus and that nurse? All right, so we gotta find this stupid idiot. I don't know how she stole the saddle. That makes no sense. While I'm sitting, oh, here she is again. All right, let's apply the lance. Oh, I'm not actually hold on. The mountain nymph is killed. Okay, so Stripe bit it. My dog bit the. My dog killed it. Here's the saddle. All right, I'm gonna get back in the saddle again. How do I apply it? I guess I just hit A to apply. Two S's. Where did the saddle go? If it was gone, that would be terrible. But yeah, whatever she steals from you, you'll be able to get again. Unless you unless like a potion and she drinks it or whatnot. So I'm actually quite confused about this layout. I guess you have to go around the oracle. Okay, so not really that bad. I'm like, what do I do? You go around. Potion of object detection. Gonna search a little bit around here. There we go. Can't squeeze in the diagonal. Oh, here comes a python or something. Yeah. Stripe is fighting it. You joust the python, you kill it. Yeah, whenever it says joust, you do like, I think, extra damage, and possibly you knock it back. Hello, brown worm. Baby longworm, sorry. I'm lancing it from a distance. It would be really great to get my lance enchanted. Like, it's only +1 right now. If I could get to like +5 or something, that would be lovely. Oh. God, all the things that corrode stuff, I have to remember how the heck they work. Because I always get them confused. So this thing will splash you with its acid, and it either corrodes like leather and stuff like that, wood, or it rusts metal things. I also don't know if my lance is considered metal or wood. I guess it probably, like, the tip would be metal at least, right? So I guess it would probably count as metal because that's the part that counts, right? Let's just let the dog kill it. That's always a good strategy. What's happening here? Go get him, dog. Get that jelly. A rock mole. Scroll of identify. That's good. I'll eat the delicious rock mole. It's gamey. These are new adjectives describing the food that you eat. The rock mole corpse is gamey. All right, so I can read the scroll of identify and just try to identify one of these scrolls I have. I figure I might as well do it. Or I could identify the shiny ring or the triangular amulet. Let's start with the scroll. Sometimes you get lucky and you can identify multiple things at once. So, all right, I got two things identified. Scroll of Scare Monster and Scroll of Magic Mapping. Therefore, this poll is closed. Sorry. I cannot test them randomly because I know what they are now. All right. But thanks to all who participated in the poll. I really wasn't going to do it. I just wanted to clear out this level first. I'm hoping my dog will attack this stupid jelly, but it won't. All right, I'm going to see... is it a good test? I really want to corrode my lance, though, or rust it. I'm going to try it. I'm stupid. I'm going to try it. Okay. There's our evidence. Your lance corrodes. All right. I had to try it, right? So I'm trying to think of how to take a note here. This is kind of stupid. No advanced player would have to experiment with these sort of things and take notes, but I just can never remember like which kinds of blobby types corrode what, or which ones get, which things get rusted or what. But the lance got corroded. Does that imply that it's considered like wood? Trying to think. Corroded. I think if it's metal, it would say rusted. So this is corroded by spotted jelly. So lance is wooden. And spotted jelly corrodes, not rusts. All right, so I'm gonna have to get that fixed. I'm thinking, how do you even do that? I think it's if you read enchant weapon scrolls while confused, it will also undo like corrosion and rust. Brian says Mark wants to look at the wiki so bad. I know I kind of do, but I'm playing by the rules that we've imposed. You know, people play with special like limitations, like, oh, my character's going to be an atheist, he doesn't ever pray, or he's going to be a vegan, he never eats meat. But I'm playing with a different challenge. No wiki. Where the heck can I go? How do I explore this? This looks like somebody dug it out, which would be the rock-a-mole we saw before. But this little area here is so annoying because it's diagonal. I guess if I dismount and drop a bunch of junk, I should be able to fit there. But let's try searching some more on the left here. Maybe there's another doorway or something. I got Excalibur on just so I search better, but it's not really resulting in any luck here. What's this? A kobold shaman. Let's lance it. Yeah, I'd hate to just skip a whole area. Maybe I have to go around from the bottom, like down and to the right a bit. There we go. Okay, that was a waste of time. All right, come on, doggy. Let's go downstairs. I guess I'm getting hungry. Okay. It's an interesting idea. How am I pushing a boulder along this corridor while mounted on my horse? Let's eat one of my 5 sea rations. It is bland. That's okay. Yeah, I have to dismount or I'm going to fall down the stairs with my horse. I have to be unburdened. Again, I don't feel like I'm carrying that much stuff. I don't have an enormous pile of heavy object. I mean, I guess... Should I ditch something here? What have I got here? My lamp. Got 2 lamps. All right. Cursed magic marker. The camera's a little bit expensive, but it's a little bit heavy, but it's worth it. Yeah, lamps can be heavy, and I have 2. And potions are kind of heavy. All right. Fair enough, I guess. But you would think with my strength 18, I could handle this. Anyway, let's dismount. What did I hit ride last time? Fall down the stairs. Mount Gizmo again. Scroll labeled Kurja. That's another one we could just try randomly. Okay, in the spirit of the poll result in the chat, I will read this unknown scroll once I clear out this level. Killer bee blocks your path. The killer bees. Spear. I had to corrode my lance, jeez. Money. Auto searching is not bad, gotta say. Acid blob, they corrode, I know. Yeah, let's try Spidey. I wonder if... Oh, you know what? Excalibur is rust proof. Anything that I have a doubt about that, I should just smack it with Excalibur. So it either doesn't affect metal, or if it does, it's, Excalibur's rust proof. Alright, so that's my new plan from now on. It looks like the dog killed the acid blob, though. Once again, I have an annoying diagonal that I can't squeeze through. Searching with Excalibur all the way. Hello, giant beetle. Lance hits the giant beetle. It's poison, but I have poison resistance, so I can eat it. You're unaffected by the poison. Hooray. Speaking of giant beetles, there was this giant beetle that just strolled into my garage the other day. I opened my garage door, it's going sliding up, and this beetle that's like at least 2 inches long, I would say 2 inches maybe, just strolls in like, yeah, this is my home, like right in the middle. I'm like staring at this thing and I'm like, what the? I thought it was a cockroach. I wasn't sure. It's really big. And then it got like scared because it was hiding under objects, trying to like be out of sight, I guess. And like by where I have my garbage cans in the garage, it's, the little. I guess I need to sweep it. There's a little bit of detritus crap, and there were some like leftovers from Easter, like that plastic grass that grandmas like to put into Easter baskets and stuff like that. Just a little bit of it, like a few pieces of it, and it like fell into that. It was climbing the wall and it fell into these few strands of Easter grass, and then it started flailing around. It's all tangled up in these few strands of Easter grass. And it reminded me of in Robin Hood Men in Tights when Little John is in the water and he's going, I can't swim. He's just flying around. It was hilarious. But then I just nudged the beetle out with a piece of cardboard. And Ryan said, do you get a lot of cockroaches? No, absolutely not. If I saw one single cockroach, I would freak out. I mean, I've seen them in the city occasionally, but here on Long Island in my house, I've never seen one. Anyway, I found I did this sort of compare trick again, automatically. At one time I was waiting for my Chinese takeout at a place in the city, and what walks along the ground but a cockroach. Kind of like, do I want to cancel my order now? Can I cancel my order now? Long story short, I decided to just eat the food anyway. But, that's only because I figure that probably every place in the city has cockroaches. You just don't always see them. All right, well, unfortunately, I think the scroll experiment might be called off again because I got another identification. Las cucarachas entran, pero no pueden salir. That's my test to see if Arturo's in the house. Arturo, he used to join every single stream. Now he doesn't. I'm hungry again, by the way. All this cockroach talk made my character hungry. And Stu says, my wife and I once found a cockroach in a salad at a restaurant. Okay, that's horrible. And I'm sure you were not shy about speaking up. Oh, you just say you left and never ate there again. Oh, that's a valid way to handle that. All right. I guess we're getting close to the end of this level. I keep getting confused because I'm not used to being represented by the letter U on the screen. Usually I'm an @ symbol, Stu says you missed the name of the restaurant. Back to Nature. Back to yeah. Back to Nature, all right. All right, so I do want to try this random scroll. Let's identify it. Reading identify scroll. We're going to try to identify. First priority is the scroll, then the shiny ring, and if we get more identifies, we'll see it from there. Oh, scroll of amnesia. That's a bad one. I'm glad I didn't tie that randomly. Now, here's one of the things in Nethack 5.0. Amnesia was so bad that they nerfed it. It's still bad, but it used to make you forget your identifications, or at least some of them, as well as your memory of the maps you've already explored. So everyone hated it, and it kind of encouraged playing with tactics like, well, if I'm gonna get amnesia, which can also be triggered by a mind flayer, by the way, and I'm just gonna periodically take a screenshot of my equipment just so I don't forget what things are. Like I guess this screen, and it encouraged like annoying tactics like that. So they just kind of pulled it out. But it still does bad things. I think it makes you forget your spells. I don't know what else it does. I'm hearing some sounds of combat, which must be there it must be my dog fighting something. It got into it with a cat. How typical. I'm jousting the large cat. I'm imagining I'm charging like a mighty knight on horseback. Ah, stabbing a cat. Poor kitty cat. All right, I'm hungry. Let's eat a food ration. Let's dismount. Why do I keep thinking it's mount? That's not a thing at all, right? Hold on. Yeah, mount's not a thing. It's ride. Oof. Okay, let's fall down the next set of stairs. What was this thing? Sorry, I'm gonna check on this. A bullwhip. Yeah, if you're the archaeologist character, which is sort of modeled after Indiana Jones, you start with a bullwhip. But you can disarm enemies with it, but you have to like train up your skill, and it's like a skill slot specifically for whip. And I don't think a knight has that. You can't imagine a knight using a whip, right? Yeah, I don't have that. I'm just convincing myself not to hoard stupid junk. Talking myself out of, well, it could be cool to have the whip. All right, riding the horse again. Pick up some money at the fountain here, huh? Yeah. Have I gotten any wishes yet? I don't think so. Should I go fountain drinking? I'm going to do it once or twice, maybe. Water gushes forth. That can actually drown your pets. It sucks when that happens. If the place that the water generated happens to be where your pet is standing, the pet just drowns. Right, I'm going to stop now. Drinking from fountains is playing with fire, even if you can get wishes sometimes. I guess it's more like playing with water. And I tend to find, in my advanced net hacking, I tend to like to save them just for like things like dilution of potions more than drinking. Sometimes I just can't resist. All these boulders, what's happening here? And I'm kind of trapped now. If I had a wand of striking, I could just zap the boulder. Kringor. Who's Kringor, Ryan? Kringor? Hey, lizard. God, I'm jousting this lizard. Got an extra lizard corpse now. All right, I'm gonna eat, I'll just hold on to both, I guess. They cure, for whatever reason, lizard corpses never rot away and get, never get tainted in this game. They keep forever, in other words. And when you eat them, they cure stoning. So if you start to turn to stone due to, like, say, a cockatrice getting you or whatever, it'll say you start to slow down, and you have like a few turns at that point to save yourself. And one of the things that can save you is, for some reason, eating a lizard corpse. All right, here's a jaguar. I decided to switch to Excalibur at the wrong time, just because I wanted to search a little better. So let's get back to the lands and stab the jaguar. And I had auto pickup on, so I picked up the whole jaguar corpse. Let's eat it. Okay. Now I'm full. Ryan says, I guess it was attacking you, it would be battle cat. You were fighting a big cat. Yeah, that's right. Now, something I'm wondering is, okay, I'm no longer satiated, but if you run around while satiating, you abuse your dexterity. In other words, you do it too much and you can lose a dexterity point. However, I'm not sure if that applies while you are riding a horse. Use another fountain to tempt me into evil deeds. I'll give it one drink, one sip. Cool, this makes you feel strong. Hey, it gave me a percent of strength. Look at that. So it really gave me one strength point, but this follows like first edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons rules. I think the second edition had the same thing. That is, every time you increment strength when you're above 18, you only get 1% at a time. Then after you get to 18, 100, you can go to 19, 20, 21, etc. I don't know why they decided that was a good idea. I can only assume that Gary Gygax or whoever made that rule found that some players were just advancing their strength beyond 18 too fast, so they put a speed bump on that, sort of. All right, this was a pretty uninteresting level, I guess. Ryan says, any interest in the new He-Man movie? Not for me personally. I heard it was good by, was it by Pazud? I think Pazud said he liked it. But I was never really a He-Man fan as a kid for whatever reason. We did have an incident when I was a kid where the neighbors came over and blew up He-Man figures with firecrackers. I think I told you about that one, Ryan. I don't know, I keep looking at my inventory and thinking, it would be nice to ditch some things. You could probably make a case to ditch a few of these potions, but some of these would be good to dilute for blessing purposes. That's something I should not ignore. Where's the nearest altar? Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get too into that stuff because it borderlines political. But basically, my next door neighbors, I think parents watched some show that declared He-Man to be satanic, so they brought over their He-Man toys, and I think they took one of ours too, and took I don't know what you call them, but those little like firecrackers that make a little bang. They're like little sticks like about this big, not the really huge ones, and like put them inside like little like nooks and crannies in the He-Man toys and lit them. And like it was very, just telling that story sounds very surreal. It's like, what the hell? All right, let's go down. There was a, hold on, let me go back up first. Oh, find a whip. You know what? One of the viewers last time told me a command I can hit to slice through the spider web. And I think it's just use the attack button. Now you, for those of you who are not players of this game but who have seen me play it a lot, you might think, oh, you must be hitting the attack button all the time. And the answer is actually no, I pretty much never do. I just bump into enemies with the directional keys. But there is an attack button too that sometimes comes in handy. And this is one of them, right? Because if you walk into a spider web, the game assumes, oh, you just foolishly walk into the spider web and you get stuck in it for a little bit. But you can actively attack it. I think it's like F or G. Fire is F, actually. Oh, yeah, it's capital F. See that? Capital F is to follow by direction, fight a monster or a spider web. So let's try that. Double fight prefix cancel. Oops, I hit it twice by accident. You cut through the web. There we go. Oh. Some more unidentified scroll. All right, so we're going to follow the same principle again because you guys voted for me to try random scrolls. Once I finish the level, I will do that unless once again I find an identification scroll. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's a vapor cloud. I thought it was a sink. Okay. Oh. Oh, shit. The water nymph stole Excalibur. First, that last nymph would stole my saddle from underneath my butt. This one stole my magical artifact sword that I was actually wielding, I think, at the time. Let's get the lance back on. She's getting so lanced, believe me. Water nymph appeared close by. Where is it? Where is it? Let me at him. Let me at him. Oh, shit. Well, now I'm hallucinating. It explodes. You are caught in a blast of kaleidoscopic light. You are freaked out. Yeah, everything I see is going to transform into a random shape every turn. So I think this is my dog. I'm hallucinating is an orange dragon or something. Brown pudding. Okay. Why is it? Oh, every time I mouse over it, it's a different thing. I think that's new. Look at that. If you look at the lower left, Hellhound, Lichen, Winter Wolf Cub, Silver Dragon, apostrophe golem. What's an apostrophe golem? Lurker above, baby blue dragon. I mean, it adds some silly names. Like it randomly chooses a real one or a silly name. Like you can find Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle in this list even, or the what's that thing from Hitchhiker's Guide, the Bug Bladder Beast of Baal or something like that. Anyway, yeah, you're freaked out. That's hallucination is annoying if you can't handle it. But I have a unicorn horn, so I will apply that. Everything looks so boring now. Yeah, it changes all the messages and stuff. Like even if you get hungry, it says you got a case of the munchies. The effort they put into this game is amazing. Like they have basically an alternate "I'm hallucinating" message for practically everything. So somebody went through all the messages and made the "Whoa, dude, I'm so stoned" kind of thing. And I knew Stu would know it. That's why I intentionally said the name wrong. No, actually, I just couldn't remember it. The Bug Bladder Beast of Trowel. It's so stupid that if you can't see it, it thinks it can't see you. Yeah, that's right. They should put that in this game. And if you're blind, it just doesn't attack you. They only put the name of it in the game though for hallucination. Anyway, yeah, we still got to find that nymph. We got to get Excalibur back. I mean, I'm not leaving here until I get Excalibur. That's not something I can let go. Oh, I'm not riding, am I? Let's ride the horsey again. Ride the horsey. What are you, a statue? Statue of a pony, okay. I unlock the large box with my key. And it's empty. Oh, come on. That's like the most disappointing thing. At least hit me with a trap. If it's empty, it's just like, why did you even generate that chest? Why'd you put that there? Gray unicorn, okay. Yeah, it's an enemy. I mean, not direct opposite, but a non-co-aligned alignment. It's a neutral unicorn, basically. Do I want to just kill it? I guess so. All right. Now, if you sacrifice a corpse for an alternate alignment to your god, you get a lot of good alignment bonuses or whatever, but there's no altar in sight, really. I think I'll just eat it. What else are you going to do? I mean, my dog's going to do it if I don't. The gray unicorn corpse is fatty. I have another unicorn horn. How many do I have? All right, this is my third unicorn horn. I think let's drop it. It's good to have a backup, but I don't really think you need 3. I think if I had a bag of holding, maybe I just throw it into there. Silver ring, okay. So yet another ring. It's unidentified. Now you can actually drop rings down a sink and it makes a special message specific to the type of ring. For example, if it's I can't actually think of an example, but I can make up one. Imagine it's a ring of searching and it says you can see down the drain better, something like that. So it gives you like a little clue. But the ring is gone when you drop it down this thing. And where the hell is this nymph? Here's some noise in the distance. Somebody's fighting. Probably my dog. Did I just fart? I did not fart. Did you think you heard a noise? A fart noise? I wonder if it was my chair. Which makes me wonder, do I have my my usual noise suppression on? I like to leave that on so you can't hear me ripping farts all night like I usually do. I don't know. Not gonna check. Where's the damn? I mean, I could use object detection and I'll. Oh boy. Okay, let's slow down. I'm being grabbed in sort of a bear hug style by this carnivorous ape. My pet. Well, my How did? Okay, I'm dismounted again. I'm being sloppy. Let me get on the horse again. You're stuck here for. Oh, you got me in the hug, so I cannot mount it. So I'm stabbing it with my lance, not mounted, which is not ideal to begin with. All right. I mean, I don't think I've ever died to a carnivorous ape before, so hopefully I'm good. Okay, it was no problem after all. I've eaten it. I've slain you, and now I've eaten you. Carnivorous ape. That's how I do it. That's how we roll in NetHack. Okay. I still need this nymph. I'm getting a little worried that it might have hit a trapdoor or found some other way to go to a different level. Let's use one of the object detections. The hell is this? So it's common in NetHack to have these 2x2 rooms that you can get to. They always have, at least traditionally, they always had 2x2 squares of money like this. And you have, if you get there, you need a way to get out. If you teleport there, you can't get out by default, essentially. And there's a guard who will come and lead you out, but you have to give all your money to him. But if you can dig out or find another way out, that works. However, I'm wondering if maybe they made those vaults possibly have different kinds of objects in them. And I played this game a million times. I still don't remember if that's a tool or a weapon. That is a tool. The left parenthesis is a tool. These are tools. Oh, it says chest specifically. Okay. So there's 4 chests. That might be good to get into. I do have a lot of digging. However, I think I am not any wiser as to the location of the nymph. I think she somehow teleported, or they might willfully go up or downstairs now in this version, which is horrifying. Then you have to chase them down across levels. But there's no way I'm giving up on Excalibur. What is this? Is probably just rocks. Gem embedded in stone. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, this is the thing you can do on most of the dungeon levels. You can. There's very often just gold embedded in the walls, so you can just dig around and mine for gold. Ideally, you have a pickaxe though, because the wand of digging uses up charges, right? But it takes a lot of turns to dig, so you need a lot of food too. Anyway, I'm going to try digging just to get to the chest, because that seems special and new to me. So, yeah, let's zap the first one of digging I have. I have 2 of them. Yeah, I'm going to need like 2 or 3 more charges, unfortunately. What was it? Lowercase q, I think. Yeah, lowercase q. Okay, what is this now? A moat? Well, I can't cross that. I don't think I have a means of levitation, unless there's a new kind of amulet called flight, I believe, so it makes you just literally fly. I wonder if I'm... Oh, I have 2 unidentified amulets, so I don't... I can't, expect anything to be flying. And Stu said it said you were enveloped in a cloud of gas. Oh, that was my farting. Okay. Right, gotcha. Well, I guess I have to back up for now. Unless there's a secret way around. I get the feeling they wouldn't have placed a moat here unless it was all the way around. I don't want to waste digging charges just kind of on a Hail Mary, like digging all around. So that's interesting to know. Is it on the map, or do I have to annotate that it's not there? So I will say there's a weird room, 2x2 chest room surrounded by moat. That's pretty interesting, huh? All right, we'll get back to that. This game didn't always have the in-game annotation feature, so it's very convenient. Anyway, we got to track down this nymph. So let's go down the stairs. Let's dismount first. Crit bug is killed. Let's see if we can find it. Now, if they can go up and down stairs now, they might have gone up, actually. So in other words, I might be going in the wrong direction. Another random ring. I'd love to get them ID'd. There she is. If it's the same one. All right, we gotta get the dog here to help. Can I zap it with a wand or something? Magic missile? Yeah, let's zap it. Is it worth the magic missile? I mean, if I don't get it, it's gonna steal something, and I don't know. Let's start with a wand. One charge of the wand of magic missile. Nothing happened. Oh, it's out of charges. Should probably just dump it then. All right, let's try to lance it when it's 2 away. Right now, bam. I hit it. Let's stab it. I killed it. All right. There's my Excalibur. There's my baby. But apparently I'm out of equipment slots here. All right, let's dump the wand that is out of charge. And what is that? What did I just see? Bye-bye wand. I'm gonna dump the scroll of amnesia. You hear someone beseeching Luke. Oh, that's it. That means that there's an altar of my. That's my god, right, Luke? I think I remember trying to pronounce that before and being confused. All right, that's good. Yeah, you hear an animal carcass being offered in sacrifice. That also means an altar. I unlocked the box, a trigger trap. The gas cow, the gas cloud. That's me farting again. Blows away. Spell books, huh? So here's the thing. As a knight, I can learn magic actually. In these 3 categories: attack, healing, and clerical. Now, as a knight, I don't use my abominable, or I guess abysmal is a better word, intelligence. I use wisdom for spellcasting, so that's good. However, I don't remember if for learning the spells do you use intelligence. I guess it must be wisdom. I hope. So it might be worth trying those though. But I have to see what they are. I mean, I could just read them first. It might be good to identify though. So I gotta drop more junk. If I want to pick up these spell books, I could do. I am due to do the random scrolls. I forgot about that. All right. So once again, I'm gonna clear out the level. Oh, I didn't pick up Excalibur because it was full. Jeez. Well, I can't leave that behind. Just dump some. I'm gonna drop an unlabeled scroll. Those are good. But for now, I just need to clear up a slot. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pick that back up and drop the gems. Can annotate. Say 2 gems for now. Get my damn Excalibur. Thank you. Okay. Cloud of Get. Yeah, so I need to find like 1 piece of junky armor I can put on when I test the scrolls, just in case it's destroyed armor. In case of fire, stop, drop, and roll. No, trying to remember. Do I want to like drop? Yeah, I'm gonna want to drop a lot of things when I do the experiment, because if it's fire, every scroll I have is risking burning up, and every potion might boil and explode. So yeah, it's not fun. Quasit. I'm joust the Quasit. Who are you fooling? I know there's a secret door there. You killed the gecko. Man, nothing there. Okay. I've got Excalibur on, so I have free searches as well as a bonus to my searches. So, I mean, sometimes the level does get generated like that. It feels like there should be something there, and there's not. This one here. I don't remember how you get through the iron bars. I need like a hacksaw or something. That's why I wanted these spell books. I can pick up one of them. It might be time to free up, maybe drop one of those food slots, but they're all good things. Maybe I should just graduate from food rations entirely. Potion of healing. Now, remember earlier I said that these were joined automatically. I guess this potion of healing is either blessed or cursed, so it couldn't be joined to this slot, or it might be a probabilistic thing that it doesn't work every time, which is totally in line with how NetHack tends to work. Like it might only work X% of the time, or you might have to roll on your wisdom, or I don't know. It doesn't tell you the underlying mechanics. All right, so what's dumpable? Oh, I hate. I keep looking at this and thinking I want all these. Oh, I thought I dropped that magic missile one. That's dumpable. Hello, yay! It's a god. I mean, it's a altar to my god. All right, first thing, let's test unknown blessed curse status. Because why not? Ooh, some cursed crap here. Look at this. Black flash is an amber flash of the spell book. The stained spell book. Black flash for potion of healing. Black flash for extra healing. Amber flash for the diamond ring. All right, so that's good. This tells me I can try on the random rings, and there's no risk. I think a cursed potion of healing is so sucky I should just dump it. Well, that could be good fodder for making water. You know, the previous level had some pools of water and fountains. I could do some dilution. I should probably do that. Then I'll have them all in one slot. I'll have some water for later when I want to make holy water, which is kind of a must-have. For now, though, I can try on random rings. I don't want to try the cursed hexagonal amulet, that's for sure. Yeah, let's try on some rings. Let's try lowercase g. And did anything change? Obvious? Probably not. Sometimes you don't know. Doesn't always give you a message or anything. Okay, that's another one. I don't know what it did. And lastly, the blessed diamond ring. Ah, blessed -1 ring of King Constitution. Yeah, I was looking at my stats as I put it on. And I saw my Constitution drop from 17 to 16. It's blessed though, so for what that's worth, that just means I don't know. Blessed doesn't really mean a lot for rings, I don't think. But since it's not cursed, I can take it off. But it's garbage. It's very good. It's a very good ring of garbage. Or at least I could dump that and free up a slot. But yeah, I don't know what the silver or shiny rings do. Well, I mean, a blessed spellbook you can learn more easily. Maybe I should just try it. But there are some downsides to failing to read a spellbook. Sometimes you get confused and lose some turns, I think. Sometimes you lose all your money, I believe. So I want to drop my money at least. And I want to have my dog guarding me. I might even want to do Elbereth, but I don't think I can realistically do that. Last game I had an Athame and an artifact Athame. And so you can just easily carve Elbereth into the ground pretty much infinitely with that. All right, I'm gonna just drop some money and I'll try the blessed one. Blessed ones are more likely to just work. I don't know the math underlying offhand. Let's try it. You learn Charm Monster. All right, that's enchantment, however, and I have 100% fail rate at that. And I cannot level up enchantment spells, so I'm probably just better off dumping that. Oh, I can upgrade my writing skill. I missed that. See, it says a letter A here. That means I've advanced writing enough that I can upgrade. I should totally do that. I'll fight better. I might move around faster. I'm not really sure. We're no wikiing it, so I just have to go with some hunches. Ryan says, I have to admit, you are a NetHack hoarder. Would it be possible to do a magic-free weapons only run? Like not use spells? If so, totally. Some character classes aren't even able to use spells at all. Or at least extremely limited. I don't want to say never in NetHack, you know. Dropping the spellbook of Charm Monster, as good of a spell as it is. If you mean like no enchanting weapons, even no scrolls, good luck with that. No potions, no scrolls. I think that's not feasible. No wands. I guess it depends what you count as magic. So I have this other spell book. It is Uncursed and Dusty. I could also just try it. I guess I have my dog nearby as protection. In case I freeze from it. I'll try it. Here we go. Dusty spellbook. I dropped it. I should try reading it. You feel a wrenching sensation. Where do you and Gizmo want to be teleported? I'm going to get randomly teleported, but because I have teleport control, I can choose where I want to go. And the spellbook crumbled to dust. Alright. All I can do is name it a question mark and maybe something like tried but failed. So that's gone. I don't know what it is. All right. Yeah, it might be fun to sacrifice corpses if I can get some luck, and it might the game might even grant me an artifact. But let's finish exploring the level first. What's going on? Oh, thought it was a dog. That's what was going on. Yeah, there's obviously some more to explore here. Oh, maybe I should. Oh. All right, there's a troll, and I started mashing my keys a little too soon, so I got into a few rounds. Troll wields a glaive. It's a her, by the way, in case we care about the gender of the troll. She's hitting Gizmo directly, looks like. Interesting. All right, I'm going to try to back up and see if I can get enough distance between us. Switch to my lance. Try to jab it. All right, this is going okay. Did it throw? It threw. No, it swung the glaive at me. Just like how my lance can hit from 2 spaces away. It can hit from 2 spaces away with its glaive. Let's try stabbing it. Ah, lance hits the troll and knocked it back a little bit. That's good. Ryan asks, I guess they don't even do unenchanted weapons, right? All your stuff is cursed, uncursed, blessed, etc. Yeah, enchanted refers to like the +1 sword or whatever. And they call that the beatitude, cursed, uncursed, blessed status. Yeah, everything. I mean, you can't like avoid blessed stuff if you want to count that too. Like you're just gonna find blessed things. It might be an interesting. Oh, Gizmo's confused from hunger. It might be an interesting challenge, but you couldn't just say nothing pertaining to magic at all. You'd have to like really constrain it to like I don't know. I don't know what. If you don't use magic spells like on this screen, yeah, that's definitely possible. Unless you're like a wizard, then there's no point in playing a wizard. But if you want to say no enchantments, so nothing gets a plus, no blessed, I don't see how you could do that. Don't use any wands. You could probably say maybe don't use any wands. And don't use any spells. That's very limiting. Anyway, my poor horse hasn't eaten anything in a long time. I think it can eat food rations in a jiffy, so let me just try dropping that. Yeah, Gizmo eats a food ration. So you'd have to allow enchanted weapons, right? Yeah, I think so. I guess potions wouldn't count as magic. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't know what you could. Again, I feel like with proper spells, it's either probably not that bad for many characters, or for some of them, it's like impossible for them to play without spells. But then for like everything else, it's kind of like I can't imagine never using a wand or a potion the whole game. But you know, people have played with harder challenges. They've self-imposed challenges like Extinctionist, which means you make every type of monster, or there might be a limit to how many, but basically they make a lot of monsters extinct. And the way you make monsters extinct in this game is one way is of course the scrolls of genocide that you can find, which you've seen me encounter before. Another way is you kill the type of monster some enormous number of times. It's like, I don't know, 150 or something crazy like that. Don't know exactly how many. And then that kind of monster becomes extinct. So people play to actually make all the monsters, or at least the max allowed, extinct. Stripe eats a troll corpse. All right, Stripe was hungry. It might auto resurrect before we can finish eating. I guess it ate it. Okay, good. So the troll won't get back up again. That might be a good way to level up, though, just killing the troll repeatedly. All right, so I don't know. I'm kind of like, how do I get to the left there? It might actually, I might have said this already, but I think It could very well just be the secret door over here, and I didn't check there. The obvious feeling is that it should be like here or here, but I think that's not panning out. Yeah, let's go to the altar room. Hello, guys. What have we here? A vampire battle. Oh, boy. Sorry, who's blasting Blast of Frost here? Probably just a Winter Wolf cub. Okay. Keeps whizzing by me. I don't like it. If it hits me, it can like freeze potions and crap. Blast of Frost hits Gizmo. Vampire Bat is killed by the Blast of Frost. Blast of Frost hits you. I'm gonna step up here. Show yourself. Okay, it's a Winter Wolf cub, probably. Yep, okay. I will joust thee. Alright. Let's search down here. Come on, Excalibur, do your thing. Oh, this is frustrating. I hate when I like do this and I walk back and forth thinking, okay, maybe I'll try there. What I could do is just use a wand of digging like over here or something. I still don't know how you get through these iron bars, but there's a scroll of teleport there. That might indicate a vault. And the scroll of teleport is how you get out of the vault. And maybe I'll try a digging charge. It seems like we have another one of these. This is actually the blue jelly that does cold damage, and I think if you eat it, you can gain cold resistance sometimes, which I don't believe I have. Now the cold damage, yeah, I don't have it. Cold damage can be very high. Let's see if I poke it from a distance with the lance. Am I immune to the cold damage? Like it's sort of a passive attack. Lance hits the blue jelly. Lance hits it. Lance hits it. Kill it. All right, let's eat its corpse. Damn it. Gizmo ate it. Oh, this is the problem with having a horse. You're riding it and it'll eat. I guess the good play might have been to dismount. Like step back a little bit, perhaps in this room, and get off the horse. Then come down here and eat the jelly corpse. Oh well. All right, let's try digging. And Ryan says it's his favorite. Yeah, when I first discovered you can dig in this game, I would use pickaxes for that purpose, and I just had a blast. And you can even like take, you can actually go to a shop and grab a bunch of stuff and dig a hole down and escape. That's one way you can get a bunch of free stuff. But usually getting your pet to steal stuff works better actually. So this one of digging is out of charges, unfortunately. Let's use the next one. That connected to something. Look at that. And then it stops. The trail goes cold. I don't know. Some fighting in the distance. Ah, leprechaun. That's where I saw the leprechaun. Your purse gets lighter. Now they had those I believe those gold stealing leprechauns come from the original Rogue. I still have some money. One thing you can do is you can throw your money away like down, and now they can't steal it from you. So it's just a fight to the death at this point. Oh, my stupid knightly code of conduct doesn't like that I attack the fleeing leprechaun. So I'll pick up the money so he comes at me again, I guess. It's actually not that bad. It'll knock off one alignment point, and you can gain back the alignment point something like it's not really that bad. It's like every 10 or so enemies you attack. And I think it's not even kill. I think it's attack will bring your alignment back up one. Something like that. I remember I looked it up, the mechanics, when I accidentally, like, basically genocided, not genocide, but killed a whole lot of gremlins that time in the last game. It's like not really that bad to recover from alignment, but recovering from luck can be a little bit harder. You have to find like, well, there's multiple ways to do it, but one good way is you throw some valuable gems at a unicorn. All right, so where is this damn leprechaun? He told me to burn things. Here's one gold piece. I would really like a bag of holy. You know what's going to be really fun, by the way? When I get to the Sokoban levels, if I'm not using the wiki... Oh, there was the leprechaun. He read a scroll of teleportation and jumped away. Shall we try to read this graffiti on the floor? It says, the something that... Where orcs was fearsome chaotic samurai named... Something no. There... Where orc was... Maybe sometimes the letters get mangled, so like an N and the letter N lowercase becomes an R. That might be what happened here. So it might be something like there once was a fearsome chaotic samurai named I don't know what. Anyway, leprechaun's a jerk. I still want to sacrifice. Oh, yeah, that's not great. I'd love to sacrifice a corpse or two, because why not? But let me deal with this pyrolisk. It'll light my stuff on fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. I think if I go blind, it doesn't work. Put on the towel. Where is it? They don't have telepathy, or it's limited. Oh, the dog might have killed it and ate it. Aha, there it is. Die, leprechaun. I'm gonna deal with the cative stuff. Where's my money? It didn't leave my money. Alright, I'm gonna sacrifice the teleport, the leprechaun. Ah, should I just eat it? I could have teleportation and teleport control potentially. Yeah, I'm gonna eat it. It's a fatty leprechaun. It's fatty fat. Did not grant me teleportation though. Alright, I don't know. Guess let's go down. Where to put my damn money though? I don't get it. I had like several hundred gold. Guess I could use another object detection. I got a bunch of them. Usually I just dilute those to make them water. I could try drinking one. Jeez. Yeah, there is a vault here. Maybe it's just this pile here. It's gone now. That implies... that might just imply the potion was cursed. And it lied to me. Either that or there was a monster carrying that, which could have been another leprechaun. Maybe there were two leprechauns. And it moved by the time I got there. I think it's probably indicative of a cursed one. Yeah, it's big. See, that one disappeared too. There was a dollar sign here. Then when I got into the line of sight of it, it was it just disappeared. It's probably just cursed object detection that lies to you. Oh, here's a pyrolith again. Let's towel up. Something's attacking me. You joust. I hope I'm not killing my pet or anything. All right. No objects. Okay. I mean, I would have heard it yowl if it was my dog. It would say, you know, it's yowls. What have we here? Oh, you know what? Remember I said if you sacrifice an opposing alignment unicorn, you get a lot of bonus or something. That could recover my alignment and put me in really good standing. It might give you good luck too. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's go. We're gonna lead it over to the to the altar, hopefully. Problem is these unicorn are very finicky in their movement. They just kind of wildly bop around. But if I can get over to the altar, because it's hard to carry the corpse, I can just kill it like right on the corpse ideally, and sacrifice it while it's on the ground. But there's also a chance my dog might kill it before then. Well, let's see. Any tricks I can do? I can't think of any good tricks. A create monster is good for sacrificing junk. I mean, it's not going to get the unicorn over to me, but I could do that. Shrieker. Gizmo eats the shrieker. Yeah, once again, the horse is taking my food. I feel like a shrieker might convey intrinsics, but I can't remember. Come on, unicorn. Where are you? Black unicorn. Ah. Oh. There he is. Come on, follow me. Don't you hate me for being lawful? There it is. They teleport sometimes randomly. I think it teleported again, in fact. It's not easy to hurt a unicorn. Have we here fire ants? Oh boy. Scroll of identify. That's fun. I'm gonna read it. Let's do the unknown scrolls and rings for starters. Ryan says good night. All right. Thanks for joining, Ryan. I'll see you next time. Take care, man. I have a blessed scroll of genocide. I'm a genocidal madman. Wow. Last time I got, I think, 3 genocides. I don't remember if they were blessed. I got at least 1 blessed last time. That's one of the things that made my ascension easier. Is I got rid of all the sea monsters. I got rid of all the mind flayers. I got rid of all the liches. Part of me wants to save it, because one strategy you could do is sort of, if something's about to kill you, then you genocide it. But things can cause scrolls to burn up, or a random nymph could steal it and then read it or something. I don't know if they would actually read it. I don't know if NPCs can read scrolls of genocide. That'd be interesting if they could, though, and they choose humans. Now you can actually read it and choose. If you have a blessed scroll of genocide, it lets you choose a symbol, and all the monsters under that symbol get wiped out. So you can actually, as a human being, reading a blessed scroll of genocide, hit the @ symbol, and you'll just die. So you don't want to do that. Yeah, but this is probably worth doing, and it's the question of, do I want to do mind flayers, or my typical guys are liches or mind flayers to begin with. One of the things I hate about mind flayers, I mean, they're still dangerous, but they used to cause that amnesia effect, which is what I said earlier, would make you lose identifications and knowledge of maps, and that was just so devastating. So while they don't do that anymore, I do have to keep in mind they still eat your brain, and I am not smart. What they do is they latch onto your head, and as they hit you, they drain your intelligence. If your intelligence hits 0, you're dead. So they're still dangerous, definitely. But I'm thinking I'm gonna go with liches, just because they are absolutely terrible. And again, I'm thinking about this. Well, what if I save it for a bit? But I think I'm better off just using it. So let me just genocide some liches. It's an investment in my future. I might not get that far where I actually find liches, but it's a good idea. All right, killed 2 fire ants. Any more? All right, you feel a momentary chill after eating the fire ant corpse. So that would be fire resistance. So we add that to our intrinsic list, which is gradually building up. It's still a pretty small list, but gotta start from somewhere. All right, come on this way, unicorn. We're gonna get you over here yet. You darn unicorn. Can I put a leash on it? Ah. What's this guy? This a brown mold? Oh. Now they can convey cold resistance. Do not leave a corpse, however. Okay. That's how it goes. Alright. Let me turn off this lamp. I don't think it's... Yeah, it's not even dark here, and I'm burning up lamp charges. So... I don't know, this unicorn is not cooperating. Just wanted to check if maybe it teleported here by any chance. Such luck. I might just have to give up on that. I mean... Well, you know, I could... Oh, what's that? Leocrata. Okay. Cool. Oh, it's fleeing, so I can't. I have to be brave. Turns into a flaming sphere. Okay. So it's one of those transformation types, like a chameleon. Turns into a barrel white. I need to stop fleeing. Maybe the dog can just finish it off. Here, doggy. You notice a dog smell. What the heck is that? It's a new one. Let's chat to my dog. How you doing, doggy? Stripe howls. Why are you howling? Are you okay? Oh, God. Don't get killed, doggy. Over here, a Yeti? Okay. Lance hits the Yeti. Kill the Yeti. Let's try, I don't know, this is not really going to be that great, but let's try a scroll of create monster. Even better is, if you have a wand of create monster, you can cast it a bunch of times. I'll just use that. I don't really use create monster for much more than this. Which is, as long as I am near an altar, let's make a monster appear, kill it, and then sacrifice it. But I'm afraid my dog's going to eat his corpse. Yeah. Darn dogs. Stripe is eating noisily. Alright, I guess I said I was going to do the genocide, so let's get rid of capital L, the liches. Or the lichs. What class of monster do you want to genocide? Capital L. Wiped out all liches. Wiped out all demi liches. Wiped out all master liches. Wiped out all arch liches. Wow, some of the nastiest fiends in the whole game are just gone now. It's always satisfying to see. But again, that's kind of a long-term investment because it's going to be a while before I run into them. Most likely. You never know. I remember in the last game that Rob Bob played on this channel, there was like this random Master Lich walking around on a fairly early level. So we had to do a lot of sort of evasive maneuvers around that guy. Alright, is there any junky armor laying around? I feel like I never find the junky armor I want. Try my random scrolls. Human zombie blocks your path. They're coming to get you, Barbara. What is going... Oh, that's right. We had this chameleon, right? Barrel white. Whatever this thing is. Killed it. Longsword and a green gem. I'm getting tired of this, so I think I'm just going to go down, even though I want to kill that unicorn. Oh, did I want to go up and make some water? Yeah, I'd probably start It's probably about time to start amassing a water collection. There's a black unicorn. Hey, honey, how's it going? And my wife Emily is in the house and says, "Hey, my love, hello back at you, my love. That's the best cats could ever be." Okay, my wife just saw a variant of cats called what's it called, Jellicoe Ball or something, and you seem to be very pleased with it. Glad you had a good time, honey. Jellicoe Ball, yeah, there we go. All right, so the black unicorn. I'm assuming I can't really carry it all the way to that altar effectively. However, do I have a way to teleport? I do have a scroll of teleportation, so if I could use one of them. With my teleport controller, it would be right on top of the altar. Yeah, let's do that. That's reasonable. I still have a spare teleportation. This is Nethack once again, my honey. I'm going to be taking off in a little bit. My daughter has another field. Did you know that our daughter, we'll get too into personal stuff, has another field trip tomorrow? She had one today. And today was the aquarium, and tomorrow is some kind of art center. All right, so let's do this. We're going to get the black unicorn corpse, and read a scroll of teleportation. Me and Gizmo will be teleported all the way over here, right on top of the altar. Boom. All right, let's do it. Offer the black unicorn corpse. All right. You feel you are thoroughly on the right path. Cool. Your sacrifice is consumed in a flash of light. You glimpse a 4-leaf clover at your feet. All right, so yeah, we got a big alignment bump, I guess, and a luck bonus. That's the basic idea. Killer bees. The killer bees. Can of grease. Grease me up, woman. I'll eat the killer bee. Yuck, it's poisonous. You're unaffected by the poison. Oh, the jaguar is fleeing, and my knightly code of honor says I cannot stab it in the back. I have to wait for it to rally and attack me again. So stupid. This code of honor is for the birds. Who needs a code of honor? All right, I'm getting my dog and going down the stairs. Where is the darn dog? Let's apply the whistle, which is not a magic whistle, unfortunately, so it doesn't teleport the pets to you, but it tends to make them move towards you-ish. Towards you-ish. I don't know where the heck it is. It's not even nearby. I should be greasing up some stuff. You want to fight now, Jaguar? Is that it? All right. I joust the Jaguar and kill it. Let's sacrifice it. Oh no! It's another leprechaun. All right. Got another luck bonus. You glimpse a 4-leaf clover at your feet. I think this is the leprechaun that has all my money. I'm just gonna stab it, even if it's considered not very knightly of me. You caitiff! Leprechaun wakes up. The leprechaun screams. I'm stabbing a sleeping leprechaun. That's why it was considered cowardly. But they're evil. They steal your money and teleport away, giggling. So I took one alignment penalty for stabbing it while asleep, but I got something like, I don't know, maybe 10 or something for sacrificing a black unicorn. So I think it's a win. All right, where are you, stupid dog? I could just go without it, but so should I grease some things? I have a can of grease. It is good to grease. Armor. there's certain enemies that try to grab you, like that carnivorous ape we saw before. If you are greased, it cannot grab hold of you. That said, I don't know if, some of this is not my forever armor. I might find better stuff and need to ditch it. I guess I'll save the grease. I'm trying to think, like the outer stuff, it gets grabbed first, like the cloak. Elven cloak, I could definitely get something better than that. It's even less useful as a knight because the bonus it conveys is stealth. But when you ride a horse, like I'm doing pretty much all the time, the stealth goes away. So it's kind of just like an average cloak, effectively, most of the time. Oh, there's the blue jelly. There's my dog. All right, let's try to get cold resistance from the jelly. Gizmo ate again. Gizmo looks quite warm. Look, Gizmo got cold resistance. Oh, darn it. I keep letting my horse eat all these delicious blobs. Blobs and jellies. They're not considered meat, I guess. The horse won't eat meat. But I don't know, it's good that Gizmo is cold resistance, right? Cold resistant. Alright, so where's the dog? Come on, doggo. Oh, wasn't I I keep forgetting my strategy. Well, they're gonna get water. Let's get some water upstairs. Alright. So, oh, I guess it's 2 levels up. I don't think I want to step into a moat. This is where it would be good to look into a wiki, but I'm not using the wiki. Because I don't know specifically if moats work differently. Generally, a square of water you can step into, and as long as you're not burned, which I am for now, but I can make myself unburdened, you will not drown. Maybe I'll just go upstairs one more and dip into fountains. That's easier. The point right now is I want to make some of my crappier potions into water. Do you want my dog? I'm going to leave the dog. I'll just come back for him. All right, so here we have some fountains. Let's do some dipping. So a potion of hallucination I don't want. So it's diluted, but the fountain dried up. So I got to go to one of the other ones. Ah. Hello, what have we here? Gray ooze. And they corrode stuff. Let's hit him with the rust-proof Excalibur. They can still get my armor, probably. All right, no sweat. Let's continue to dilute hallucination. All right, so I made that. I exhausted 2 entire fountains, but just trying to get the hallucination potion to be water. So it's water now, and yeah, I guess it kind of leaves these pools as a good option, but you have to step into them. Yeah, it's not fantastic, but I guess my horse will cover my butt a little bit. So you've seen me do this before if you've watched me on stream. You have to pretty much drop everything you don't want to get ruined by the water, and you just walk into there with the stuff that you do want to get ruined by the water. So basically I drop everything except the potions I don't want. And there's some things like I'm pretty sure your camera and other tools don't get ruined by the water, but I don't want to risk it. So let's just make sure the coast is clear a little bit. Don't really have a good way to write Elbereth. Gonna poke around. I think it's pretty safe. Let's do it. I'm gonna basically walk into the fountain with just cursed healing. This one I think is invisibility. I don't really like invisibility that much. Cursed extra healing, and maybe I'll dump an object detection. Alright, so it's always scary to do it this way. I'll start by taking off armor. Take it off, take it off. Now, part of this is also to get me part of the goal of this is to get me unburdened. So that I don't drown when I walk into the pool. As soon as I drop all this armor, I should be fine. Also drop the... There's certain things I'm like 99% sure the food won't get messed up in the water, but I'll drop it anyway. So I'm not 100% sure. The scrolls will all get damaged. They'll get wiped out. Which sometimes that's part of the point of doing this effort. You make blank scrolls of paper, essentially. The towel would become wet for what that's worth. The lug stones. I hate to drop the lug stones. I'll do it anyway, though. Okay, so all I have is my pile of potions. I am not burdened. These are all garbage to me, right? I mean, yeah, obviously blessed potion of object detection can be useful sometimes, but right now I just want to start accumulating some water. You avoid stepping in, press M if you really want to. Yeah, that's a new safety precaution in this version of the game, but I really want to. Okay, some of my stuff dilutes. Gotta keep going. All right, we have 2 potions of water. The other 3 are diluted. All right, 3 water and 2 dilute. Let's keep going. All right, everything is diluted. It's all potions of potions of water. Okay, let's put on this pile of armor. Start with the Hawaiian shirt, the Elven Mithril coat, put on the cloaky, gloves, shield, iron shoes, dwarvish iron helm, wield the lance, exchange, wield Excalibur. Now they're both ready to go. Guess that's it. Alrighty. Arba Kadarba. Look at this scroll. Arba Kadarba. Right, so the dog was left downstairs. Was it 2 levels or 1? Oh, can't go this way. Let's ride the pony. And once again, I gotta dismount or I'll fall down the stairs with the horse. I want to fall downstairs unmounted. Okay, now I'm getting hungry. So hungry I could eat the horse. The dog should be here, I think. Yeah, there it is. Dismount again. Go down. Ride. Alright, I guess I was just gonna go downstairs here anyway. Let's eat something. Eat that food ration. I'm jousting with zombies. Come on, boys. Alright, we're down. Oh. This is what they call the big level, or the big room. And there's multiple different layouts. And this is one of them. I don't know if I've seen this particular one, which could just mean I haven't seen this particular one. Or it could be new in Nethack 5.0. But yeah, it's just like a big room, and, you know, there's lots of monsters to deal with. And magic marker, that's a fantastic thing to see right away. Stripe. Stripe picks up a magic marker. All these things are... There's a lot of pits, apparently. Let's put on Excalibur so I'll find these pits better. But this dog needs to drop that magic marker. I want it. Okay, I guess I gotta unwield. I'll switch back to the lance since I'm mounted and fighting things now. Soldier ants, oh boy. Soldier ants get so many attacks, it's a little scary sometimes. Dust Vortex whirls forward and plucks you off Gizmo. You seem less noisy now because the stealth kicked in. You can't see in here. Hear some noises, you get expelled. Alright, so I'm blind. I still don't have an ability to see while blind. Telepathy. Somehow. But let's apply the unicorn horn to unblind me. Yeah, it's a little bit hairy. A horse is attacking me even. I'm going to step on the stairs, so I'm ready to go back up if I need to. And since I'm not mounted, let's swap to Excalibur. A lot of stuff's going on. The Tengu getting bitten by a horse. Tengu vanishes and reappears farther away. Giant spider misses. Gizmo's picking up healing potions and stuff. Gizmo and this horse are going at it. My horse should be stronger. It's a war horse. It's very leveled up. But yeah, the most dangerous thing next to me right now is that horse. I probably want to kill that. This thing's a pain, but let's stab the Dust Vortex. I destroyed this Dust Vortex. Something bit me again. Let's use the unicorn horn again. I can see again. Okay, we got giant ants coming. They're like crawling. These are like iron bars, right? Each of these squares. But the smaller critters like giant ants can squeeze through the bars. And I guess the snakes can too. Giant spider's dead. I think we have a floating eye approaching, so maybe that'll get me the telepathy I need. Unfortunately, Gizmo got frozen by the floating eye's gaze. Yeah, I don't really have a good non-melee attack. I mean, I don't have any non-melee attacks. It's something I gotta fix. I was kind of relying on Magic Missile a bit before, but I ran out of that wand. So I don't want to melee this floating eye, that's for sure. Potion of healing. Giant ant bites. Tengu vanishes. Random potion. Killing some garter snakes. Bugbear falls into a pit. Ice vortex. I don't like this. You're freezing to death. You destroy it, alright. Scroll labeled Vlob. Velox nib. Okay, what's this? A lot of stuff going on here. We got a gray ooze here. Garter snakes are no threat. Hobgoblin. It's a cockatrice. Cockatrice. Gotta keep aware of that. Spotted jelly, a rothe, bugbear in a pit. Yeah, I'm not really concerned I'm gonna die, but there's a lot going on. The peaceful dwarf. I would like to mount the horse again, but I think because it can't move, I don't think it's gonna work. Try it. It'd be good to know what happens when you ride a frozen horse. Gizmo won't move. All right. Yeah, so I'm dead in the water trying to ride my paralyzed horse, I think. Can I, like... I wonder if each time I move, is there a chance of unfreezing it? I don't think that's a thing. Gizmo, I gotta unmount. This is stupid. How am I gonna deal with this, cockatrice safely? I do have the 2 lizard corpses. Should have come down to that. Okay, I killed the winter wolf cub. Here comes the cockatrice. It's not actually coming. I keep skipping a turn waiting for it to come to me, but it doesn't want to. Okay, other things coming up. The rothe. Rothe's biting stripe a lot. Let's kill this cockatrice. Hit the cockatrice. Hit the cockers. I keep stepping away because I don't want to. I don't want to get any hits on me. You kill the row there. That's good. Kill the cockers. That's good. All right. So I didn't leave a corpse. There's no corpse to worry about or to use to my advantage. No cockatrice corpse. It misses. What is it? Garter snake. Okay. Vertigo wolf. That's not really that worth. Random tin. That could be good for. In the case it's spinach. Tango's being annoying. What else we got happening? A golem of some sort. An apostrophe golem. Yeah, that's just a joke because the symbol of a golem is apostrophe, but it's a wood golem. Here we have a bugbear. Here's the peaceful tango. Floating eye, another one. Spellbook, spotted jelly, scroll, whistle, some arrows. Potion. All right. Now is my horse still paralyzed? Gizmo seems not to notice you. Still paralyzed. You lose a lot of turns when the floating eye freezes you. If you're by yourself or not getting attacked or whatever, and you hit one and it freezes you, then to you, the player, the human being, it looks like it's pretty much instantly unfrozen. You don't realize how many turns it makes you miss until you're like in a scenario like this, where you see, oh, I just did like 50 turns and that horse is still frozen. I don't know if he did 50, but at least he did at least 30 or so, I think. Piece of cloth, that's interesting. Because that could be some sort of magic cloak, I believe. So the Greys cannot affect Excalibur. Cool. Gizmo killed the Greys. Oh, I think the horse is unfrozen. Yay. Now, the question is, can I lance the floating eye from a distance? I like that would be a great thing to look up. But again, I'm playing no wiki. And my suspicion is that's not going to protect me from the floating eye's gaze. I have no way to kill this thing without being at risk of that. Unless it can an expensive camera. If you blind a floating eye, is it pretty much defenseless? I don't think it works like that, but that would be cool if it did. A floating eye can't gaze at you if it's blind. Anyway. Yeah, I need to find some wand to zap it with, or I don't know. Maybe my dog will get lucky and bite it and kill it without getting frozen itself. Magic marker is an awesome thing to find. Pit viper. Okay, it's fleeing now, so I can't. No, it's not. I just knocked it back by jousting. I guess you can do even when you're. Oh, I am mounted. I was gonna say you can do that when you're not mounted. I'll eat the pit viper. What have we here? Another eye type. Freezing sphere. I don't want that. Gizmo is cold resistant. Can you kill it, Gizmo? What if I unmount? Dismount. Yeah, maybe it can kill it. Okay. So Gizmo got hit by the cold damage, but it's cold resistant. So he's fine. Another pair of iron shoes to test. There's a Tengu. He's friendly though, right? Yeah, peaceful. Stripe picks up a small glob. Get another scroll to try out. I'm out of slots. There's plenty of slots in Las Vegas. Why aren't these uncursed clear potions bunching up? Look at all that. Wonder if I can make it happen by like dropping them. Yeah, there we go. 5 uncursed clear potions. Huh. What have we here? Some baddies approacheth a gnome lord and a Leocrata. What's this? A hobgoblin? Yeah, no sweat. Okay. Potion called invisibility. I will eat the gnome lord because he's there. Oh, Tengu's doing this thing. All right. What's biting me here? We can bash him. Let's watch Excalibur. He just killed whatever it was. Okay. A bag. That's interesting. You know what I'm hoping that is? Does anybody know what I'm hoping the bag is? This is a check to see if anybody's awake there. So I'm not really good at daggers, but I wonder if I should pick up a few just for throwing. Just have some ranged weapon. At least throw them at the floating eye. But I'm just so full on the inventory here. I'm just definitely crap I can dump. It's like I could test the bag. Is it? Oh, as long as the bag's not cursed or a cursed bag of holding or something like that, I could probably stuff a bunch of stuff in it. But I got to be careful about that. Let's see. I could drink a random potion like a dark green potion. Let's try that. Throw caution to the wind. It tastes like slime mold juice. That's fruit juice. In this game, you're allowed to configure your favorite fruit, and the default is slime mold. So you can make it whatever you want. You could call it, banana, or banana's already in the game. You don't want that. I used to, when I was, a kid, I used to be silly and call it something like, toilet paper. I just thought it would be funny by making it some random thing. These days, I don't really bother to change it usually. All right, let's throw daggers at the floating eye at least. That's something to do. I want to ride the horse again. Let's deal with this golem. The wood golem. Okay, destroy the wood golem, and it leaves behind a bunch of small shields. Take that, you cockatrice. Ha ha. My lance is so weak. I gotta upgrade this thing. Get rid of the corrosion, enchant it a few times. Well, we do have the opportunity to wield the rubber chicken now. That's the term for when you smack things with a cockatrice corpse and you just instantly turn them to stone as long as you make contact with them. Some people really incorporate that into like strategies to kill tough monsters and stuff. You have to be careful. If anything makes you fall while carrying it, it smacks into you and you die. I often just avoid it. If I'm going no wiki, I gotta be extra careful. You can pick it up as long as you have gloves, which I do. Like for all I know, though, if I step in the square, my horse is gonna like step on it and die. I don't think that's a thing, but not sure I want to mess with that. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna just leave it and throw some daggers at the floating eye. I only have 3, so with no dagger skill, it's probably not gonna do the trick. Dagger hits the floating eye. Dagger hits the floating eye. Dagger hits the floating eye. Let's pick up this dagger. Throw it. Hey, you killed a floating eye. And it didn't leave a corpse. Ah. But there's another floating eye. Jeez, that was an accident. thought I was moving the cursor for some reason to throw a dagger, even though it's not how it works. You just hit a direction. But I wound up meleeing the floating guy and I killed it. So no harm, no foul, I guess. More confident in my weapon skills. That is dagger. Huh. Question becomes, do I want to put 1 point into dagger? Just to be... That's not a bad idea, really. Just to have some ranged weapon. I could have a small stack of daggers. I mean, I could also learn bow and crossbow, but I do like dagger stacking. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna upgrade dagger a little bit. We're now most skilled in dagger. I guess that's the maximum I can get is basic level. That's fine though. Floating eye corpse, thanks God. I will eat that before my dog tries to. I can't accommodate it, so I'll just drop anything. Drop the iron shoes. Eat it. I feel a strange mental acuity. Thank God. Woohoo. Now, I thought I had that before, but I either lost it or I was wrong. Or it expires. I'm going to take note of telepathy. So now anytime I'm blind, I can see all the monsters with brains on the level. I had this doubt that they changed it. Like maybe... I think that was just because it wasn't working. Because I probably didn't have it. But let's put on a towel and see. Yeah, you can see... yeah, look, you can see like this mimic, for example. These guys, I'm not sure if they were in my line of sight already anyway. Not much else going on here, it looks like. Yeah, this jelly doesn't have a brain, so that's why I didn't see it well. Blindfolded. If it only had a brain. I'm going to drop the sprig of wolfsbane. That's one of those things I always go, oh, if I get bitten by a werewolf, I can eat that and it'll cure it. Then I never actually use it. It consumes an inventory slot. Okay, Venzar Borgave. I mean, you can always pray for any of these things. Why is Gizmo turning to flee? That's interesting. Now, scare monster scrolls on the floor have nothing to do with that. I don't think. Tengu keeps teleporting around. Another potion of healing. Another scroll labeled Venzar Borgave. Yeah, maybe on this level I can try to get in that experiment I keep talking about. Here's a whistle. Speaking of an experiment, we can see if this is a magic whistle. It is not. Let's drop it. Random spellbook. Another scroll. Velox Nib. This is cool. I'm getting a lot of scrolls. I am stuck in a spider web. Let's kill the spider web. Can't cut a web with a lance. Okay. Over to Excalibur. There. If Excalibur can't cut through a web, we're in trouble. Alright, yeah, so maybe I'll finish clearing up this level. Try my experiment finally with scrolls, and then I'll probably have to wrap it up for tonight. A grid bug suddenly appears. Why do grid bugs suddenly appear? Oh man, my boots got transformed. Yeah, that's what it does. When you step into a polymorph trap. You lead Gizmo into it. So my iron shoes became a pair of hiking boots. Okay. Yeah, I should leave Excalibur on if they're going to throw traps at me. The automatic searching is going to be a big help, I think. I don't suppose there's anything inside here. Big bugs. Alright, we got some objects up here. Another scroll labeled Tema. I don't have that one, do I? Interesting. A lot of stuff. A lot of scrolls. Let's try applying this bag. Alright, I could do a... a test to see if it's a bag of holding. Don't know if it's cursed yet. The idea would be drop a bunch of stuff so I know I'm just like a hair above that burden threshold. Then I put some object I don't care a lot about into the bag of potential bag of holding, and if I see I go from burden to unburden, then it's a bag of holding. I could put in, for example, this cursed amulet, which you know is going to be something bad. I wouldn't want to lose it, but could even just put in the gold potentially. For now, don't want to lose potentially a good thing. Let's try eating this tin. Were jackals? No thank you. I'll throw it away. I don't know if that would make me... I think it would make me turn into a were-jackal, probably. A lamp? We can check if that's magic. Inventory... Yeah, I don't know what that guy did here. I named named this potion in a very silly way, apparently. Yeah, I'm really desperate for this bag to be holding right now. So I will experiment and try that. But for now, let's test this random lamp. Drop some Limbus wafers. And we'll rub. Oops. Rub the lamp. Oh! See a puff of smoke. Alright, now it's trying. I'm not using Wiki, but this could potentially lead to a genie who gives me a wish. It is worth blessing it before I proceed. Because you get a lot greater odds of it getting you a wish if you do that. This is suddenly interesting now. I was about to wrap it up and now I'm all excited. Magic lamp. Okay, so I mean, do I want to just get holy water and dip it right away? Do I want to? Yeah, I got to go back to the altar level. Okay, let me finish mopping up this level. I'll go back up to the altar, make holy water. As part of that visit to the altar, I can drop things just to see if they're blessed or cursed. It's possible the magic lamp's already blessed, in which case I don't need to use holy water. And I can take it from there, I guess. Right, so I do want to pick up the Limbus wafers. So what do I drop? It's too much crap. Oh. Now all my lamps say magic lamp, so I'm a little confused. Maybe I did that wrong. Maybe it's supposed to be an individual lamp that I named magic. All right, so let me redo that. How do I give it nothing? There, I give it a space, so now it's nothing. But this individual object is magic, I think. I'm wondering if it could ever give a puff of smoke if it's not magic. I guess I don't think that's a thing. All right, so yeah, it's possible I might have to just jot down my plans and then call it a night. I have to get up early tomorrow. All right, so there's definitely a lot of identifications to do here, either by trial and error or otherwise. Probably trial and error. But I would really love to. I'm going to keep going for now. We're going to figure out. We're going to try to get this lamp blessed if it's not already. And try to get a goodie from it. Try to get a goodie. What are we doing? Applying the unicorn horn, which is, say capital A. I also want to bless the unicorn horn. That's a must-have. Potions of restorability are now valuable since unicorn horns cannot restore ability anymore. Once again, I'm juggling inventory. Oh, let's just jump something crappy. Let's see. I'm gonna name Hexagonal Amulet Junkie or something. A bad one. The type, whatever this thing is, they don't give you cursed ones that are good. So I'm gonna say a bad kind, bad one. I'll take note that it's on this level. And also there's like a gem. Do we have this? Yeah, the big room is already part of the label here. Um, Bad amulet. Okay, so is there anything else to finish up here? We could kill that troll. Hello, troll. It will eat the troll. Yeah, it's gamey, but then it regenerated while I was eating it. And it's dead again. All right, infinite food. Woo! I finished eating it. Now we cannot respawn. I gotta tell you, the first time I did that in a game, I was like, "Oh no, is it gonna regenerate in my stomach and kill me?" Which is a valid concern in NetHack. You know, that's totally something they could have made it too. That'd be hilarious if it did that. All right, let's go back up the stairs, I guess. Oh, come on. Stupid dog got frozen by the floating eye. Black gem. All right, I think I do have to call it a night. I'm just getting overtired and getting a headache. So let's write some notes for next time. We will write a to-do list. And we're on the big level. Note your dog is frozen by eye. We're going to go up to altar. Make holy water. See if magic lamp is blessed. If not, make it blessed with holy water. Yeah. There might be junky armor I can put on to do my experiment. There's some over here. So we're gonna get some junky armor. So we don't know if it's cursed though. That's part of the problem. We can bring that up to the altar too. Get one piece of junky armor. Could even use my boots probably, because they got worse. For role ID testing. Okay, that's most of what I want to do immediately. Yeah, next time we'll see if we can get a wish out of this magic lamp and check out some of these scrolls. Use them, free up inventory. Piece of cloth could be something cool too. Anything else worth writing down? The spell book, maybe read the spell book. It'll be good to see if that's blessed as well. Obviously check everything. The blessed, uncursed, cursed stats of pretty much everything. All right. I might want to get into the writing scrolls game with these two magic markers. And with holy water, I can make this one no longer cursed. Some people like to have that because it writes cursed scrolls. And there's like a select few that are good to optionally make cursed. For example, well, you've seen me do it with genocide before. For those who've watched my stream before. With cursed genocide, it'll summon a bunch of the monsters you choose instead of wiping them out. And that can be good sometimes. Like on the very final screen, last game I summoned a bunch of purple worms to tame them. It's a common tactic to tame them and eat my way through the final level. So yeah, it's not necessarily bad to have a cursed magic marker. I think for general purposes though, unless you got like, a whole stack of magic markers, you probably want them all uncursed or blessed. In other words, this is like a special thing, a special case for it to be valuable. Anyway, I gotta go. Passing out here. Thanks to everyone who joined me tonight, such as Mr. Stu and my wife Emily. I think she's gone by now, and I think Stu's gone. Ryan, he's gone, I know. I don't know if you're still here, Eric, but thanks for hanging out. Looks like Dan the Man didn't make it tonight. That's all right. And yeah, thanks everybody. I'll see you next time. Take care.